Thank you for joining us today. There is nothing like Long Beach in the summer. I am Kathy Rinaldi. I'm the interim president of the Long Island Railroad. I'm here with State Senator Todd Kaminsky, Long Beach City Manager Donna Gaydon, Long Beach Parks and Recreation Commissioner Joseph Brand, Regional Director for the New York State Office of Parks, Recreation, and Historic Preservation, George Gorman Jr., and Justine DiGilio, VP of Communications and Partner Relations for Discover Long Island. We are thrilled to be here on this beautiful morning to announce that the MTA's fare promotions pilots will keep on going throughout the summer travel season. This means that the new 20-trip ticket, our discounts on monthly passes, and the city ticket extension that we launched back in February will continue through the summer. So our customers should relax and skip the traffic while Long Island Railroad gets them to the beach, park, winery, or brewery more affordably and efficiently than ever. We're running additional service all summer long to popular staycation destinations right here in Long Beach, Freeport, Montauk, and Greenport, including Long Island Railroad's famous Cannonball Express service to the Hamptons every Friday. We're offering a variety of summer beach packages in partnership with Discover Long Island to make sure that our customers are getting the most bang for their buck all summer long once they get to their destinations. Tickets can be purchased at gray, green, or blue ticket machines and at ticket windows at Long Island Railroad stations. Or our customers can check out our new MTA Away website for more information. Riding the rails is the best way to take advantage of all that Long Island has to offer this summer and to support the region's recovery. And on the topic of recovery, I am thrilled with the ridership growth that we've been seeing all spring long. Long Island Railroad set its most recent pandemic record on June 28th when we carried almost 200,000 riders, which is 69% of our pre-COVID base. Big shout out today for the Long Island Railroad employees who carry our customers, keep the rails safe, do what they do to keep our customers moving every single day. A lot of our riders are coming back not just for commuting to work, but for vacation destinations, staycation destinations like Long Beach. Summer's a perfect time for a discretionary trip out to Long Island. And with that, I'm going to hand the mic over to Senator Kaminsky.
Thank you so much, President Rinaldi. That was great. I'm speaking now to all the folks who might be in New York City or in any destination where they can get on the Long Island Railroad this summer. This is the place you want to be. The city has done so much to build up the infrastructure here. The beaches are big, wide, and beautiful. Unlike Suffolk County, the sharks don't like coming here. The bathrooms are new. There's food on the boardwalk. The restaurants in town are first rate. And with the discounts being given, mass transit is the best way to get here. You don't want to come here and spend time looking for parking. You want to be on public transportation to come out here. This is one of the most glorious places. I chose to make this my home here because it's such a great place. But in the summer, all of you should want to come out here and look at the great job the city has done making this a clean, a safe, and just a great place to be with you and your family. So this is one of the easiest pitches I'll ever have to make. Please come out here, use the Long Island Railroad to do it, and really kudos to the railroad for running a first-rate service. A few years ago, there were lots of different troubles with the railroad. We all remember the summer of hell. This is going to be the summer of love, the summer of heaven, the summer of coming to Long Beach. The railroad's in great shape with great leadership and great employees. So come on out to Long Beach. We'd love to have you, and it'll be worth your while. Thank you so much. And now I want to bring up Joe Brand, the head of Parks and Rec here in Long Beach.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you. On behalf of the City of Long Beach and the City Administration, I would just like to put it out there that we welcome all commuters. We heard the words recovery, getting railroad commuters and people from the city back to our shores, back to pre-pandemic levels is what we're all striving for. It's no secret, it's the easiest and without doubt the most economical way to visit our shores from Manhattan. I mean, when you think about a $26 package, getaway package that includes a $15 beach pass, how do we not thank the Long Island Railroad for basically providing round-trip rail fare for a little more than $10. So I do want to express my gratitude, or our gratitude, to the Long Island Railroad. This package is something that was immensely, immensely popular. You know, thousands of people getting off the trains, express trains, hourly trains, to and from Manhattan, less than a quarter of a mile walk down the block to the beach, or if there's someplace else in town that you prefer to go, that voucher also gets you free bus fare to take you anywhere within city limits. So I urge anybody that is coming to our shores, we want to see you taking advantage of it because we're seeing the commuters. We want to see more of the people taking advantage of this wonderful package. We welcome the city folk. The shores are open. There's no more capacity restrictions, thank God, at the moment. Please come back and take advantage. The recovery for our businesses, for our economics here, and for the city as a whole, we welcome you. Thank you. George Gorman.
Thank you. So I'm surrounded by the city of Long Beach, and I'm going to be pitching Jones Beach, Robert Moses, and Hill. I don't know if that's a good thing or what, but the railroad, as mentioned, just to go over it again, it is such a nice, relaxing way to go to the beaches, to enjoy yourself, not be in traffic. Everybody knows Long Island traffic, and I don't want to deter anybody from going to the beaches because of the traffic, but the railroad is the way to go. It's relaxing. It's kind of part of your rejuvenation as you get to the beaches and you enjoy the beautiful oceanfront views, you enjoy the sand and all the amenities. And as I mentioned, the railroad to Jones Beach is a great trip. The railroad to Robert Moses is a great trip. And lastly, the railroad to Montauk, Hither Hills and the Montauk area parks. It's just a phenomenal, phenomenal way to get to the beaches and the parks. And also, one of the little hidden secrets that we're trying to get the word out more and more is that you could take the train to a concert at the Northwell Health at Jones Beach Theater. And that is the best way to get to the theater to enjoy a concert. Again, all those things I said, relaxing, just getting in the mood for a great concert. You have a short walk, and you're right there once you arrive at Jones Beach. And it's a phenomenal experience. So not only during the day for the beaches, but also go to the Northwell Health Jones Beach at night for the concerts. And also, Jones Beach is open till midnight. And the railroad and the buses run till the evening. So please, please, please use them. It'll be a great, great fun experience. Thank you. And now I'm going to meet you, Justin DiGiglio from Discover Long Island.
Hi, everyone. I just wanted to, on behalf of Discover Long Island, I just wanted to thank the MTA and the Long Island Railroad for being such incredible partners and continuing their deals, discounts, packages, and extending service during this critical time of year for Long Island tourism, helping to bring New Yorkers and visitors from around the globe to our region and helping to ensure that 2022 is the record-breaking tourism season and record-breaking tourism year we've been anticipating. It is thanks to the Long Island Railroad and a network of ferries that you can have a vacation getaway, a Long Island vacation getaway, car-free. So earlier this year, when gas prices started to surge and continued to surge, we wanted to ensure that this wouldn't impact the tourism recovery and the hospitality recovery for Long Island, and that we would have that recovery that we've been waiting for. So we quickly launched our car-free getaway campaign, highlighting that you can go to the vineyards, Montauk, the breweries in Riverhead. You could see a concert at Jones Beach Theater. You could come to Long Beach and see the Long Beach Film Festival and stay at the Allegria Hotel, Fire Island, the historic downtowns of the Gold Coast. You can do all of that by train without a car, and many of these iconic popular spots are just steps from the Long Island Railroad station. So it really is a seamless experience. And you can find all that information on discoverlongisland.com/LIRR. It's your one-stop shop for how to experience Long Island car-free. It tells you about all the different itineraries on where to go, where to stay, what to do, and how you can get around without a car. So save your gas money. Don't worry about securing a rental car, and take the train to Long Island and have an incredible summer vacation. Thank you.
Actually, before we do that, I neglected to give an acknowledgement to the to the Long Beach city leadership who's also here behind me. So thank you all for coming. Do you want to do pictures first? Sure.
Okay.
Is this
Oh,
on
hi.
topic or off topic?
This is on topic, more or less. You mentioned that these pilot tickets that programs that started
Yeah, yeah.
early in the year are going to be extended. Is there now an end date to them, or do they now become permanent?
There's not an end date at this point, but they are certainly going to last through the summer.
Okay. Off topic or
We'll have everyone step out, and then we can do an off-topic one.
Thank you all. Thanks a lot. I can't imagine what you're going to ask me about.
Actually, a couple different things.
I know it's a tough job, and I really appreciate it.
You good?
Yeah. A couple questions.
Yeah.
First, I've more history about your fleet issues. I know you got to bolster the fleet heading
Yeah.
into East Side Access, and
Yeah.
there have been delays
Yeah.
with the M9s and even the M9As, and so
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
Right.
The M3s are making a comeback.
Right.
Can you talk about why it's necessary to bring back the M3s and whether riders should have any concerns about the reliability of these nearly 40-year-old trains? I know you're in a modernization kind of mode
Sure.
at the railroad,
Yeah.
and before long, people are going to be stepping back into these trains that they haven't seen now in close to 3
For a
years.
while, yeah. Well, I mean, the news about the M3s is not really new news. We've known for some time now that we were going to need to bring them back to be able to support opening day East Side Access service. So we have been bringing them back over the course of the summer. They're performing well. I don't think any of our customers should have any concerns about these trains. I mean, they're going to require maintenance, sure, but the whole fleet requires maintenance. The M9s are continuing to arrive. We took possession of some in the last couple of weeks. We will have enough to be able to support opening day service for East Side Access. The M9As, as you know, that procurement is going a little bit more slowly. That's been reported to the board as well. But as the M9As are procured and ultimately arrive on the property, that's the point at which we'll be able to phase out the M3s. But the M3s will support the service for a few years.
So are some of the M3s already back in service?
Yeah,
As of when?
I have to get back to you on that.
Okay. Unrelated, last night, the first, and I guess for now only, public hearing on the new Grand Central Madison schedules, and I think it's fair to say overwhelmingly the response was negative, especially from Port Washington
Sure.
riders. Does it make you seriously reconsider whether this is the right plan, especially for Port Washington?
Well, a couple things, right? I mean, this is the fourth public session that we've had. And, the people who are happy about the service are not necessarily going to be the ones who stay on the phone for 3 hours, expressing concerns about the service, right? So I don't think the comments that we heard last night were unexpected. We welcome that, right? That's why you have these sessions. You don't have these sessions for people to tell you how wonderful you are. You have these sessions to hear about concerns with what you're doing so that we can have opportunities to look at it and kind of move forward. So, as we said last night, I mean, the outreach is not over and the back and forth on the service plan is not over. And we welcome public comment and observations with respect to what we can do better. That's why we do this. This is why we have outreach to the community. But I do want to just sort of, talk a little bit about why we think that the East Side Access service is a game changer for Long Island. We're increasing service by more than 40%. That is historic. And in combination with the third track project, which is going to come online later this year, it will revolutionize travel. With respect to the Port Washington branch specifically, we do estimate, based upon the work that we've done, that almost 50% of the customers on that branch will ultimately choose to divert to Grand Central Madison, which will address some of the issues that were raised by some of the people who spoke to us last night. It's different. You and I've had this discussion before, Alfonso. This is just a different way of traveling, but it's going to be a fantastic service for our customers. It's a beautiful facility. We think that once the service starts up, people will like it. One of the things that came out last night that I do want to sort of address is, what happens in the event of a service disruption at Penn? Have we thought about that? And the answer is yeah, of course we've thought about that. That's why we're so thrilled to have another terminal in Manhattan. So if for whatever reason there's any kind of a disruption at Penn, people will have the option of, zipping over or taking the subway or walking over to Grand Central and getting a train home from there. So it gives us flexibility, resiliency that we currently don't have.
Also related to that, I understand there have been conversations as late as this week between folks at the MTA and elected officials from Port Washington. I got the impression that there might be the framework of some kind of agreement. Anything you could say about that? I mean, is there some optimism, both to be able to improve the service that you're offering to Port Washington, and maybe to expand capacity there?
Well, that's, I think, two separate questions, right? I mean, with respect to sort of the immediate short-term stuff, I mean, I said last night at the top of my comments that we're listening. So, we're not listening and then like going home and not, sort of taking into account what we've heard, right? So we're listening to what people are saying and we're looking at the schedules. But the other thing that I would say, and I think it's an important message, I mean, it's not like these schedules are carved in stone and will be the schedules for all time and we will never change them again, right? I mean, this is our opening day schedule. We think it adjusts ridership and adjusts service in an appropriate way for our ridership. But we will monitor ridership. We will monitor who's traveling from where. And, like we do now with respect to our schedules into Penn, we will make adjustments as necessary to respond to the trends that we're seeing. So it is not as if, whatever we land on at opening day is going to be the schedule for the, for the history of the Grand Central Madison service. It's just not the way the railroad works. With respect to the other piece, I think, which is the Port Washington Yard expansion piece, we are gratified that there's new leadership in the town of North Hempstead who apparently, we're going to be meeting with them shortly. We've already had a number of conversations with them that appear open to continuing discussions with respect to the yard expansion there that would allow the flexibility that we had originally wanted when we started planning the project, however many years ago. So yeah, I mean, having those conversations with the town of North Hempstead with respect to a solution for the yard expansion piece, happy that they want to have those conversations, and we are eager partners in those conversations.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. Okay.